the land of the free and the home of the brave. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate the support from Columbia County and the fans here at River City Speedway so much for all the first responders, both here in Columbia County and throughout the state of Oregon. Especially tonight with the 50-50 going to support the Oregon Fallen Badge Foundation. And I'd like to tell you guys a little bit about that. So my day-to-day job, I work for Hillsborough Police as a traffic cop. So watch your speed on Highway 26 through 185. But that said, I also have the privilege I've had the privilege for the past 15 years of being the vice president of the Oregon Fallen Badge Foundation. And if you're not familiar with who we are or what we do, we're the organization that when an officer is killed in the line of duty anywhere in the state of Oregon, we come in and we support the family, we support the agency, and we support that grieving community through the process of planning the memorial service and getting the support emotionally, spiritually, and financially for those grieving folks. And one of the biggest things that we do is we pay all of those bills so that no taxpayer dollars pay for those memorial services, and the family especially never has to see a bill. We also help with fundraising for them so that they're supported through that trying time. And we were founded in March of 2011, and the roots of the Oregon Fallen Badge Foundation are right here in Columbia County, because when Chief Ralph Painter was killed in Rainier on January 5th, 2011, we didn't exist. And there were a lot of shortfalls, and there were a lot of things that we saw that could have been done better to support the Rainier community and the greater Columbia County community and the Painter family and Rainier Police and all of those who were affected by that tragedy. So that's why we got started. And now we're at the point where at the end of September we'll be going up to British Columbia to meet with police leaders up there to get a version of Oregon Fallen Badge started in British Columbia. They're the first chapter in Canada. And there's one up and running now in Idaho. And in November we're going down to meet with the Los Angeles Police Department to get something like this started in Southern California. So the roots of what's quickly becoming a nationwide or continent-wide movement are right here in Columbia County. So if you've got a couple extra bucks to spend and you want to win half that pot tonight, maybe get some extra adult beverage drinking money, a great way to do it is by buying some 50-50 tickets, because that money helps us accomplish our mission and support these grieving families through the most trying times of their lives. So thank you. Have great races tonight. Have a lot of fun. And we deeply appreciate your support for all of our first responders. Thank you very much.
Said tonight is our first responders night, which means first responders got in free with their first responder ID. Big night for us. By the way, my name's Thunder. I'm the announcer here at River City Speedway. Charles isn't here, but this week only. Our friend from 2024, Mr. Jack Mitchell's here. Hey Jack, say hi.
What's going on, River City Speedway? Are you guys ready to party? Yes, that is right. I got my announcing career started right here 2 years ago. I am thrilled to be back for
Automotive, Reed's Automotive, Poorhouse Tavern, Dahlgren's Builder Supplies, Queen Services Northwest, Great Tractor Supplies, Family Fun RV, Western Beach Facility, Sunshine Pizza, Taylor Texaco, Washington St. Helens, Ambrose Credit Union, Hudson Garden Services, Rainier Sound Authority, Cornerstone Cafe, Columbia River Motorsports, Green Lion, Nolan Cutting, Elaine Automotive and Joss, Perfection Automotive, Driveline Services of Portland, Benholm Cattle Company, Wade Martin Floor Covering, Saks at Home, Trajectory Master, Linton Feed and Seat, Discount Race Car Parts, East Fork Racing, Grumpy's Towing, Scabbers Buffalo, Speedway Fire and Rescue, NR Performance, National Graffiti, as well as Tommy Photo and Engineering Production for a live stream. We will be live streaming through the speed races as well as the trophy dashes. We'll have the mains recorded and posted on Wednesday.
Yeah, for those of you tuned in live over on
Facebook, YouTube, and I think Twitch as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being patient. We are happy to have you here.
Yeah, so if anyone from around able to be here, make sure to point up to our Facebook, River City Speedway, or YouTube channel, TJ Productions. It's TJAM Productions. We can watch along up through the trophy dashes.
You got it. You got it.
I got it. Don't worry. It's been 2 weeks. Give me a sec. If you have your phone out, make sure to check out our social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Look up River City Speedway. It should be the first to pop up. If you're not quite a social media person, but you're willing to brave the World Wide Web, check out our website, rivercityspeedwayor.com. That is rivercityspeedwayor, that stands for Oregon.com.
And of course, if you're going to be taking photos or videos and you decide to publish those to your social media, by all means, tag us. We want to see the kind of shots that you're getting out here.
If you didn't hear, today is dollar beer, dollar hot dog night while supplies last. It goes quickly, so make sure, stop by. Drink responsibly, please. That's assuming we have some left. Got a guest flagger in the flag stand this week, Scott Hoodenpill. He likes to ignore me, but I like to make him say hi. Hi, Scott.
Hello, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
See, he responds to me because I'm his usual announcer. Yes, Scott is also taking a break from his action at Sunset Speedway to join me here at River City Speedway. He's going to be flagging.
Yes, you're why he
throughout
came
the
over.
night.
You're why he came
I
over.
am why he came over. I am fabulous, Thunder. I am fabulous. Oh my goodness. What's our running order tonight, Thunder?
Running order. We are going to have the tuners. First the East Fork Racing Sportsmen, then the tuners, Perfection Automotive, Pure Stocks, Tracers, the Driveline Services of Portland Modifieds, Four Cylinders, and Family Fun RV and Cornerstone Cafe Street Stocks. They will be at the end of the order, finishing out our night with a $600 to win main event.
That will feature 18 cars on this track is very short. So cramming 18 cars onto it is going to be a ton of fun.
A little tight technical quarter-mile track. Got some fun races coming up next week as well. Let me make sure to pull it up and get the correct information to you guys. Don't want to misinform anyone. We have the Iron Giant Street Stock Series coming up for the Northern Border Bash, as well as the Pacific Hardtop Racing Association Dwarf Cars making their 2026 debut at River City Speedway. The Driveline Services of Portland Modifieds, the East Fork Racing Sportsmen, Perfection Automotive, Pure Stocks, Four Cylinders, and Tuners. That is June 27th. After that, we're taking the
week off, and we'll be back July 11th. We have our driveline services in Portland Modifieds, Esports Racing Sportsman, Perfection Automotive Gear Stocks, Family of MRV and Cornerstone Cafe Street Stocks, Four Cylinders, Tuners, Tracers, and a compact demolition derby coming up July 11th. You do not want to miss it. Racing next week and then racing on July 11th.
Nice plugging work there, Thunder. You did a good job promoting the next few races coming up here at River City Speedway. Good work.
Yeah, but this is only my 7th year announcing, and I hope I'd be okay at it.
I'd say you're all right. You're doing pretty good for yourself.
Definitely heard better.
I'm just giving you a hard time. As your apprentice, I have the right to do that.
I think one of my mentors should be here at some point today, at least.
You're bringing this up now?
I'll try to find him on the intermission, Taylor Delani.
You can tell that we're stalling for time. We're like a married couple up here arguing. Once again, folks, thank you so much for being patient with us, and thank you so much for choosing to spend your Saturday evening here with us. We greatly appreciate it. I can see we're getting a few of the cars lined up in the pits, which means our hot laps are going to be kicking off here in just a few minutes.
Hot laps are done. We're going with heat races.
I'm sorry, heat laps. Heat laps? Heat races. Holy moly. I was only on the mic 2 weeks ago. This is madness.
I've done that plenty of times, too. I think we have a couple cars that need to do safety laps beforehand.
Hey, Thunder, for those race fans who might be joining us for the very first time here and are unfamiliar with some of these technical terms that we're using, what are safety laps and why do we do them?
Safety laps, usually if a car breaks and has to fix something between races, we'll give them a couple laps to shake down their car, so in case something goes wrong, there's not a bunch of other cars around in front and behind them that they have to worry about. So it gives them just a couple laps to safely feel out their cars again.
In other words, it's a really good excuse to check if your duct tape fixes are working properly.
Duct tape, zip ties, WD-40. That's all you need.
We do not exaggerate when we bring those materials up. If you ever get around to meeting a lot of these racing drivers, you'll find that they do actually use those tools unironically on their cars. It's quite ingenious, if you ask me.
If it works, it works.
It works. Absolutely. Hey, we're getting the first car out here for a safety lap. This is the first time we've seen this car tonight, Thunder. That is the 4X machine. Do we have a driver for it? Ladies and gentlemen, you'll often find that when it comes down to dirt racing, almost trouble on the front straight. You'll find in dirt racing that a lot of these drivers have lives outside of the racetrack, and so sometimes we do get late entries. This would be one of them on this particular night, and I believe that car has stalled just outside of turn 2 after colliding with one of those turn tires. We are checking My Race Pass now to see if we can find a driver for you.
Rick Graham.
Who?
Rick Graham.
Rick Graham. Representing in the Sportsman division tonight.
Esports Racing Sportsman division.
So Rick Graham going to come out here and give you guys a nice little warm-up. Going to try to keep it together. This track is, well, any dirt track can be quite unpredictable sometimes. The conditions of this course are going to be changing throughout the night. It should be interesting to see how that affects our 18-car main event happening at the end of the night. Anyways, Rick Graham out there in his 4X machine getting a nice feel for the track and the car.
Rick Graham, just a couple of years experience with this driver. Anyone who's been here for heard about the Graham family. Rick, Mike, Pam. This is the first time I've seen Rick in a sportsman. Usually he's in a modified.
I can confidently say that this is the very first time I've seen this car. Rick Graham hailing out of the fine city of Portland, Oregon. And that 4X machine is a beautiful looking piece. Looks like it's in top-notch shape to me. He's just trying to get used to it and this track, it would seem.
Well, he also wasn't out here for hot laps. So he might just be trying to get some laps under.
Absolutely he is. This is a good opportunity for him to do that before he goes out there and Hail Marys it. Wonder if we have any other late entries.
It's a lot like Frank Ellis' old car.
Frank Elwin. It kind of, I was going to say it looked more like Don West's #1 machine to me.
Possibly. I was going for it because of the pipe on the inside, or on the side.
You have a better eye than I do, because I did not notice that.
Exhaust pipe coming out the door.
And here we got some more safety laps for the this is the OX machine?
Just the O.
Just the O. This is Jim Potter, representing Bad Bob Berg's team. Of course, Bad Bob Berg, he has multiple four-cylinder race cars. This is one of them. We'll be seeing Bob out here a little bit later on in that OX green machine. That's the one that I mistook this car for. And we're also looking forward to seeing the 13 machine of Christina Larson, who's also part of that team.
Christina did get her start driving Tiffany Berg's car. Bob Berg's wife.
Potter's going to slowly cruise across the finish line, ending these safety laps. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we have one more car going to hit this track for safety laps. Who's it going to be? Time to find out now. Right here at River City Speedway, the action is gripping. We are on the edge of our seats. Except I'm standing.
No more for safety laps.
Okay. All right. That's good news for us and all the race fans because it means we can finally get the racing action underway. No more messing around with hot laps or safety laps. We can just get right to it now.
All right, by the way, sportsmen, if you are not lined up or if you are in the stands, please make your way to your cars. We are needing these sportsmen to get lined up and ready to go. That's drivers for our eSport Racing sportsmen. Please make sure you are getting to staging. Thank you. Sometimes drivers like to wander around. A lot of people friends out here. You might not think it, but a lot of these competitors, great friends. They help each other a lot.
And if you've never been to a dirt track before, the atmosphere in the pits is usually pretty casual. So that's why sometimes we have to send out reminders like that one. But while we're waiting for our sportsmen to get staged, Thunder, I want to talk to you about some of the action we're going to be seeing later on tonight. Driver-wise, who do you have your eye on, and in what classes, and why?
Oh boy, it's like asking me to pick favorites.
No, I'm not asking you to pick favorites. I mean, who do you think is going to take advantage of a night like tonight? Who do you think the audience should be prepared to watch out for?
Let's see. Trying to think in our street stock race.
Oh boy, there's so many. There's so many cars.
A lot to pick from. You got Brad Corpella, previous champion. I believe he's behind the wheel of his car.
Yes, he is. Brad Corpella is going to be driving tonight in that 9 machine. Looking forward to that.
Joey Tardio in the 04 car. He's always a good one to watch. Last time he won here, he did a burnout. Stuck his nose against the flag stand and put the pedal down. Said it was an expensive burnout, but
the Tardios are great to watch. We see them every weekend at Sunset Speedway, and they are epic. We're super happy to have them here this weekend.
Eddie Farnes, also great street stock driver to watch. He is part of the team that puts on the Iron Giant Street Stock Series. They'll be here next week. Might be trying to get an edge on the competition, get some laps under his belt. I say as if like 3 or 4 other people from the Iron Giant Series aren't here to get their feet wet at River City Speedway.
Yeah, absolutely. They totally are, right? If you had the opportunity to come out here before this big Iron Giants race to get some practice laps in, you would totally do it.
Yeah, I believe Iron Giant is $1,000 to win.
$1,000 grand prize.
To win. And we decided to be nice enough to not race our street stocks for points that week.
That is very kind of you guys. Now, remind me again, Thunder, what is tonight's grand prize?
Tonight is $600 to win for the Family Fun RV and Cornerstone Cafe street stocks.
And so if you guys got 18 cars turning up for this weekend, imagine how many you're going to get when the grand prize is a whole grand.
Oh, yeah, we had a B-main last time we did it. A full field worth of B-main. Hi, Casey.
What's up, Casey Lee? He's hanging out in the stands for all the fans. He's chilling. Now, so driver performance, we already have that largely covered. What about driver paint schemes? Because there are a lot of cars that go above and beyond with the way that they decorate themselves. And I noticed in Hot Laps, the 07 machine of Greg Osborne is gorgeous.
There's a lot of beautiful cars for one reason or another. I know some people run memorial schemes. Gage Levno, the 11-0, homage to his grandfather, I believe.
Yeah, and the 16W car as well as the 29M, both of those cars are running schemes that commemorate America's 250th anniversary, which we are celebrating this year.
USA, USA.
All right, settle down. Settle down. I know that we just beat Australia in the World Cup, but it's all right.
And Pacific Northwest does what Pacific Northwest does best and got loud. Set off the seismic charts twice.
Oh, did they? That's amazing. I didn't even know that.
One for the U.S. goal, first goal, and the second when they got the call for the call overturn.
Speaking of amazing, I want to turn our attention to tonight's IMCA Mods division because both of the Jenners are here tonight. How about that? Both Matt and Don.
Yep, they always put on a show whenever they're here. Same here with Kenny Miller, always one of the top drivers here. He's up there in points. Fox doesn't have his regular car. That's Braden Brookshire's going to be driving that one, the 7B10.
Well, it's actually just the 7 machine, but they scratched B10 into the side of it and threw Brookshire behind the wheel. So
I think Brookshire's in points and Sean Fox is not yet.
I see. Okay, well, it sounds like we are getting ready to get things started, Thunder. Here we go. First heat race of the night. I think they're being given the signal to come out onto the track. And there they are. Thunder, who do we got in this first race of the night?
On the track right now, we have the number 7 car that's driven this week by Austin Fox. The number 74 car is Clay Stiefel. The 07D car is Dan Smith.
And is there going to be one more? It's just going to be these 3.
There should be more.
Should explain that 7 machine driven by Austin Fox. That is technically an IMCA stock car, but it's been modified slightly to compete in the sportsman division.
To be sportsman and street stock was the primary reason that it was changed, because IMCA stock cars are legal in sportsman but not in street stocks. I believe it is both weight and carburetor issues. I know from what I was told, carburetor changed to make it legal. And I think they added weight as well.
There's our 7th car. That is Kylie Fenter in the 7K.
Yes, sir.
And of course, Austin Fox hailing from the fine city of Rainier, Oregon. Clay.
Austin is the one from Cladskina.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cladskina for Austin. Clay Stiefel is out of Deer Island, just down the road from here. Same with Dan Smith of the 07D, also out of Deer Island. And Kylie Fenter is also from right here in St. Helens, Oregon. This is your starting lineup for, at least I think it's our starting lineup for the first race of the night. We're waiting to get these cars staged so we can cut them loose and get the action underway. Up at the front of the pack, Austin Fox's 7 machine, sponsored by Northwest Competition Motorsports and Hoosier Racing Tires, proud sponsors of that flying machine. And it is a good looking piece. Great paint job on that car. It looks pretty strong in hot laps, and I look forward to seeing what Austin's able to do with it here in the first heat race of the night.
All right, I just pulled for the invert for the main events. We have an 8-car invert set up. Scott giving them the signal to cross up. Get ready to go.
And for all intents and purposes, folks, that means we are going to stage these cars. After they've done a handful of parade laps to confirm the lineup, now that the lineup has been confirmed, we can get underway. And
74 might be opting to the back.
And it appears that Dan Smith is going to take pole position. That is the inside line of the front row. Gonna have to keep our eye on Dan Smith and Austin Fox when the green flag drops. Those two are going to be instantly door to door once we go racing. And it's gonna be interesting to see how Kylie Fenter, along with Clay Stiefbold, fare in this race. Both of them seem to still be figuring out this track during hot laps, so let's see if they have all their marbles together.
When we go sign on track, we're racing next time by. Dan Smith and Austin Fox, your front row. Watch for speed coming out of turn number 4. Scott Hoodpill with the green flag ready to go. And the green flag flies and we are racing.
Austin Fox wasting no time, utilizing that outside line, and we already got trouble in turn number 2. Kylie Fenter has gone out of control, spinning that car a full 180 degrees, and the caution is out as Austin and Don go door to door past the flag stand. That was shaping up to be a great race between those two, Thunder.
Yeah, it sounds like it should be a complete restart, though I don't know if we counted that as a lap complete. Full restart is what the verdict is. 0 laps complete.
Seemed like Kylie was really trying to make something happen right out of the gate there. As I said, she was still trying to get to grips with that track during hot laps, and I guess she decided to just throw caution to the wind when the green flag dropped, and immediately that 7K went around, sending out the very first caution of the night. It did not take long for that first caution to go out.
Lights are out, going green flag, racing at the flag stand. Going for attempt number 2.
No laps completed. Dan Smith going to bring the field back to the green flag. Green is out, and we're back underway at River City Speedway. Watch this battle between Dan Smith and Austin Fox. Those two seem to be fairly competitive. And how about the 74 machine also staying right there with them? It's a 3-horse race heading to the flag stand.
There's indeed Dan Smith in a car that's familiar to him. Used to be his car years back. Austin Fox in a car he's not driven before. This is usually his father's car. His father didn't want the possibility of doing triple duty, so he's behind the helm.
At this point, our field is starting to spread out just a little bit more. Dan Smith with a stronger lead in this race. Austin Fox with a steady second place. And again, trouble in turn 4 once again for Kylie Fenter. That's going to send out yet another caution. That car once again goes around, and Thunderman, she just can't keep it together.
That should be a black flag. It's usually one charge of caution to a black flag.
Or in layman's terms, if you cause 2 cautions, you go back to the pits.
That usually is one caution.
Although Kylie is not pulling off of this track, she is. Maybe she doesn't have the. She hasn't gotten the memo yet, and she just hit a tire. Oh my goodness. In an attempt to pull off the track, Kylie finds herself a little lost in turn 4 and bumps into one of those turn tires. Now hitting those tires might look like they move fairly easily, but I've been told hitting one of those really hurts.
Oh yeah, they're not light tires. Those are big truck tires. All right, we're gonna get up with a California style Rainier Sound Authority restart. Puts the leader out front on their own. Second place gets to choose high or low. They choose low. Second or third does opposite. Usually fourth will go inside. Doesn't matter. No fourth. Looks like Clay Stiefel wants to say back as single file. Oh no, there we go. And 017 Dan Smith, your leader. Austin Fox, Clay Stiefel follow. Green flag in the air. We are back underway. 3 laps down.
Oh, careful. Easy does it, Austin. I thought he was going to lose it in turn 2. The back end started to get away from him a little bit there. And I got to say, for somebody who's never driven that car before, he is doing a dang good job behind the wheel of that Northwest Competition Motorsports sponsored 7 machine. And of course, credit due where it is due. Stiefel also doing a nice job out there. That car seemed to be having some mechanical issues during hot laps, but it seems to be healthy now.
Dan Smith still holding on to the lead. Out front on his own. Got about 4 or 5 car lengths ahead of second place Austin Fox. About half a straightaway, it seems.
Oh, trouble for Stiefel. He goes around in turn number 2. He's going to try to get back onto the track before the caution goes out. He is able to recover it. White flag flies one more time around for Dan Smith. And man, look at the rubber left behind by Stiefel's 74 machine. That's insane.
Put the pedal down and wheels are going to spin. Checkered flag out. Your race winner is going to be the 070 of Dan Smith, followed by Austin Fox and Clay Stiefel.
A valiant effort from Clay Stiefel to get back out onto that track. You can see just how difficult it is to get traction back when you come to a dead stop like that. Those rear wheels were spinning like crazy, and as you can see, he left down a lot of rubber in turn number 2 there. That's the most amount of rubber I've ever seen a dirt racer put down anywhere.
You haven't been looking very much.
That's valid. I only have a couple years experience doing this, so you know what? That's fair. That is a fair observation.
Yeah, while you say that, the turn 1 and 2, at least, I can't see turn 3 and 4 as well because it's in the shade, is getting rubbered up real nice.
Yeah, we got a really gorgeous looking blue groove developing out here on this track, which is going to make tonight's main event very exciting.
Another thing that's hard to tell from the flag scene is just how much banking there is on this track. Last I heard, I believe it was like 13 to 18 degrees banking in the turns.
River City Speedway water truck out there putting a little bit of water down to try and keep the dust down and make sure that the track stays nice and tacky. You want a nice balance between wet and dry surfaces. If the track is too dry, it becomes too slippery, and the same is true if you go too far the other way. If the track is too wet, it also becomes too slippery. So as the night goes on, the River City Speedway water truck is going to be out there making sure the track conditions stay ideal as the signal is being given to bring out that next group of sportsmen. Assuming that there is another group of sportsmen, I don't actually know. car count for Sportsman's tonight, according to my race pass, is 8. So yes, indeed, we will have another heat race featuring your Sportsman division. And ladies and gentlemen, your starting lineup is as follows. Piloting that 7A machine, the first car to enter the track, that is Asher Fox out of Rainier, Oregon. And piloting the 90 machine tonight.
This is dirt racing. Anything can happen.
far, folks, we've seen some strong performances out of Dan Smith, Austin Fox, and Asher Fox. Those are some drivers to keep our eyes on as the night unfolds, as we get ready to bring our Tuners division out onto this track. Now, Tuners are a little bit different from four-cylinders. If I'm not mistaken, they have a little bit more power, better suspension, better wheels, and overall a little bit more sophisticated tuning to them. Hence the name Tuners.
It's just a little more movement. Then this one's going to go a little faster than the four-cylinders.
And here they come now. Thunder, what is our starting order?
Our starting order is the number 22 car of Steve Entler, the 18 of Jacob Hilsinger, the 77 of TC Lee, the number 12 car of Dan Donald, the 24 of Jason Scheibel, and the 24W of Wendy Vogt.
Grand total of 6 cars here in this heat race for your Tuners division. If I'm not mistaken, this will be our only heat race of the night for the Tuners. No, I don't think so. According to my race pass, tonight's car count for the Tuner division is 6, so this is all 6 of them right here, folks. I'm going to make a bold prediction here, Thunder. I think the battle to watch in this race is going to be between Jacob Hilsinger in that orange number 18 and Casey Lee, the 77L. Those two looked really good during our hot lap session. They both looked really fast, really kept together. They both of them seem to know exactly where their lines are. And so I suspect a pretty strong battle between those two in this race. But do not count out Steve Entler. He is also very quick and knows how to drive that car well.
Entler, a previous four-cylinder champion, I think back in 2022 or 23. Also called Bubble Boy.
We call him that because he's got a bubble machine in the back of that car that he sometimes turns on, which is a lot of fun. And Steve Entler is going to have the honor of getting that pole position that is inside line of the front row, which means he's going to be bringing this field to the green flag. Although I have not seen the one to go sign. There it is. There is the one to go sign. It is now out, which means they're going to go green next time by with Steve Entler on pole position. 6 cars, 8 laps for this first and only heat race of the night for your Tuners division. Ladies and gentlemen, the green flag is in the air and we are racing Tuners at River City Speedway. Watch Casey Lee try to make that inside line work. He's going to try to thread the needle between Hilsinger and Entler. Is unable to get there. Door to door go the 18 and 22 out of turn 3 and out of turn 4. Steven Entler is going to pick up the early lead here in this heat race. Jacob Hilsinger looking to the outside. Now he's going to try the inside. That is the battle to watch for first place between Entler and Hilsinger. Casey Lee doing a nice job staying in 3rd place, trying to fend off Scheibel, who is right on his heels. Scheibel trying to make the inside line work for that 3rd place position. Entler increasing his lead over Hilsinger. Battle to watch now is definitely for that 3rd place position. door to door, almost go. Casey Lee and Scheibel, now they're side by side, out of turn 4. You would think that Scheibel would have the advantage being in the position that he is. He's got that inside line. Side by side go him and Lee. But Casey Lee is not willing to back down. He's somehow able to make that outside line work. What an intense battle for third place. Thunder, what do you make of all this?
24 to 77, both very different experience levels. Casey Lee has been running these Ford Focuses for quite a few years now. Maybe 3 or so. 2 or 3 years. And it looks like Scheibel's experience behind the wheel of these four-cylinder front-wheel drive cars is paying off as he's just barely getting past the white flag out. One more time on the track, Steve Entler, your leader.
Okay. Steve Entler might be walking away with the win on this one, but Casey Lee is still door to door with Scheibel. Checker flag is going to come out. Entler is going to win it fairly strongly, but who's going to get that third place spot? As Hilsinger takes second, it's a photo finish for third place, and I don't know who got it, Thunder. You call that one, my friend.
I did not call that one.
That was an amazing finish from Scheibel and Casey Lee. What a race between those two.
That's off to Casey Lee. Casey Lee, very fast car, experienced driver, not easy to hold off like that.
that was a ridiculous finish. I cannot get over how close that was. Having a look at the replay up here in the booth, I'm going to see if I can figure out who won that. Oh my goodness, Thunder, what do you think? Look at how close that is.
Cannot tell.
You cannot tell. I do not know who got third place. It was one of them. It was, ladies and gentlemen, third place.
Breaking news, one of them did.
Yes, breaking news, one of them got third place.
All right, next up we have our Perfection Automotive here. Stocks on track. That AS car is Alex Bozo. Outside pick number 14, Jacob Kelly. The 33 car is Dylan Knudsen. The 23, Chad Kuipers. The 56, Herb Thompson. That's our out. We're going green at the flag stand. Couple of rookies. Full-time season rookies out the front. Green flag is in the air, and we are go.
That 14 machine jumping up to an early lead. Very impressive early lead, might I say. Door to door go the 23 and 8S of Bozart and Kuipers. Kuipers able to get by, allowing him to move up to that second place spot. 14 machine getting a little loose out of turn 2, but is able to hold on to it.
Kuipers does have a hot streak in the Perfection Automotive Gear stocks. He's got a couple wins under his belt. He's looking to put down another. He's got to get past Jacob Kelly.
They're going to turn your attention to the back of the pack. We've got a nice battle going on between the 56 and 33, and it looks like the 56 just got the upper hand, moving up to that fourth place position.
Well, 33 got loose, keeps it together. Well, at least two of these drivers are running double duty on both the Perfection Automotive Gear stocks and the FA Street stocks. Those mean the 8S who's going around and turn number 2. It's not able to get back on out of the yellow flag. 23 yellow car.
And once again, that is Alexander Bozart of the 8S, losing control out of turn 2. Able to get that car refired, and he will rejoin the pack. Now, Jacob Kelly, driver of that 14 machine, was doing a really nice job out there. Jumped to an early lead and was able to stay there. And you, of course, had Chad Kuipers, who was running a very strong second place charge. Now those two are going to be coming to the restart, probably side by side, and that should be interesting.
Should not be side by side. We do California restart.
Are we doing a California restart?
Yeah, let's do California restarts.
That's a good point.
Unless starts get bad enough, in which case we start going single file, but
Well, in that case, Kuipers is going to be right on the heels of Jacob Kelly, which is still going to be pretty interesting given how strongly those two were running before the caution flag. Also, it looks like problems for Mozart. He pulled off the track. Not sure what's going on with that car. He clearly wasn't happy with it.
one caution in the heat race and you're done for the heat race. So he brought out one caution, so he's done for the heat race. He'll be back in the heat.
I see. How come we didn't do that for Kyrie Fenn, by the way, the one to go signs out?
Rule missed. New flag.
Okay, you know what? We'll take it.
Jacob Kelly leading the charge, right behind him Chad Kuipers, followed by Herb Thompson, and 33 of Dylan Knudsen. For this Rainier Sound Authority restart in the start box. And there's the green, we are go.
Kuipers is going to have his hands full, wedged between the 14 and 56. Kuipers looks to the inside as 14 slides up, allowing Kuipers to make his way down to that inside line. Now those two cars are door to door. This is developing to be an exciting race. Seems like that 14 machine has got the legs over the 23 on the straightaways.
14 able to keep it together, able to hold off. I believe it's your 23.
Oh, Kuipers. Kuipers almost losing it out of turn 2. He drops down to third place. White flag is out one more time around.
.33 car around out of turn number 2. Checkered flag is out, so it doesn't matter. Your raceman is going to be the 14 of Jacob Kelly.
That was a
Thompson, Chad Kuipers.
That was a full 360-degree spin by Dylan of the 33. If you can't win, lose in style.
Next up, should have our Tracer division.
And Thunder, for those folks who may be new to River City Speedway, what are the Tracers?
Tracer division is usually under 18, sometimes under 16 drivers. I believe we range from 13 to 18, 13 to 17. Drivers that are just getting their foot in the water, getting their first races under them. Currently we have the 125 of Jediah Haynes, the 17 of Caitlin Kelly, I believe that is it for this race.
That will be so. One to go signs out. So it will just be two cars. Another grudge match for the Tracer division. Now, that 17 machine of Caitlin Kelly, she almost put that thing into the wall during hot laps. So this should be interesting. Nice.
Tracer class has been fun this year. Green flag is out. We are underway.
And how about Kelly with the run out of turn number 4, the whole shot going to the 17 car. That was impressive. She wasted no time.
Yeah, that car was a previous championship car, that Honda Prelude, under Mason Keeley, who's currently driving street stocks in 117.
look out, Caitlin. Swinging wide in turn 2. That's how she almost put it in the wall during hot laps. This is going to allow Jediah Haynes to catch up a little bit. We hope he can take advantage of this newly made up ground. Oh my goodness, look at Caitlin. Oh, look out. Oh my goodness, Jediah Haynes has to check up as Caitlin just comes out of nowhere and cuts across his nose. Oh my goodness.
So if you take it the whole track, they can't pass you.
Touche, Thunder, touche.
It's the reverse of a diamond line. Diamond line being high in the straightaway and low in the turn.
Now, here's the thing. What do you do now if you're in Jediah Haynes' shoes? Because having nearly just gotten T-boned by Caitlin, do you try to overtake, or do you just stay right where you are?
As someone who's been in a similar situation, I would stay back and wait. It's just a heat race. It's not a trophy for this one.
It looks like he's not waiting. Jediah is not waiting. I think he's going to try to get past.
I didn't say you have to wait very far back.
That's fair. That is fair. I don't know. I feel like he's just trying to make that inside line work, although I could be reading too far into it.
Inside is the fastest way around the racetrack. It's the shortest distance.
In any case, the two of them are right on top of each other. White flag. Sorry, Thunder. White flag is in the air. One more time around for Caitlin Haynes. Caitlin Kelly. I got their names mixed up. Well, here, look at Jediah. Look at Jediah looking to the inside line, and there's contact in turn 3. On the final lap, Jediah gets into Caitlin, and Scott is as baffled as I am. Who's going to get to the finish line first? The checkered flag is in the air. Whoever starts up and goes is going to get the win. Jediah's got it started. He's on the move. Let's go, Jediah.
Okay,
Caitlin's also moving. Who's going to get there? Go. Go, Jediah. Step on it. Step on it, buddy. You got it. You got it. Here comes Caitlin. Here comes Caitlin. Photo finish. Oh, my goodness. And Caitlin also spins it out at the end. Oh, Thunder, have you ever seen anything like that before?
Surprisingly, once, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your Tracer division.
I think Jediah had that at the line.
That was nuts. That was nuts. I've never seen a race end like that.
I think the 17 might have a broken rear wheel.
Yeah, I do think the 17 is very broken.
I wish you could hear the race either too.
Oh my gosh. That is the race of the night so far, easily. Thunder, give us a recap of that, man. You're the driver here. Tell us what happened.
So sometimes, this is especially common with younger racers, when there is contact made, the instinct is to just stop. And if you stop, you can't hit anything. But I think both of them had that instinct of stop, you make contact, you can't hit anyone now. Realize that the other wasn't moving, the race was still going, that there was no caution or anything. And there's a good chance that either car was stalled too. But I mean, at the end it comes down to who gets across the line. I think it was Jediah Haynes. I am not the official scorer. By the time they get to the booth, they were dead even, but I think Jediah had an F flag. This is a trophy division, though. Custom Tackle Works does sponsor the trophies for the Tracer division.
My mic wasn't on. am I'm trying to process that. And I do think the 17 car might be done for the night. Something looks very broken in the rear.
The Tracer's 2023, I believe. It was, yeah, Casey, you were part of this.
Hi, Casey.
Casey Lee, Connor Foster, and I forgot the other kid's name. I want to say it's Gilman, number 74 Shark Car. Casey's trying to remember this. Casey and Connor got together out of turn number 4 on the last lap. The 74 car was a lap behind almost. Both Casey and Connor stopped, realizing that they got together and didn't want anything bad to happen. The 74 car came around and took the win. Either way, it is time for our driveline services of Portland Modifieds. We have the 7P10 Braden Brookshire, the 7X, which is Asher Fox pulling off, the 15 of Clyde White, and the 6M Matt Jenner.
Maybe Asher just couldn't be bothered to take part in this race.
We'll see. He's over there talking with people. Could be something simple as a window net down.
So I should explain, ladies and gentlemen, that 7 car that's out on the track right now, out in front. Normally, Austin Fox is driving that.
Normally, Sean Fox.
Excuse me, Sean Fox is normally driving that. However, tonight it is Braden Brookshire behind the wheel of that car because his car was having mechanical issues, and so they decided to swap rides. They scratched the letters B10 into the side of that thing, and he's ready to go racing. And hey, Asher Fox was able to rejoin the pack. Not sure what the issue was, but I'm glad they got it resolved.
Looks like he was putting liquid on the track.
Maybe they installed an extra water tank in the back of that one. We are going to get this field of cars staged and ready to go for this first heat race of the night for your modifieds. As we patiently wait for the starting order to get confirmed.
We also have to wait for the 17 to be on track, and it sounds like 7X may have a fuel cap off or something. It's dumping fuel as it turns.
Oh, that's wonderful. We got a car in the parking lot that's not very happy with all these big V8s.
There is an alarm going off. Trying to see
Who is
what
it?
car it is. It's black Ford truck, I think Ford. Big black truck parked right at the corner.
I believe
Looks
that's
like
an
a
F-150.
F250, F350. Big black F350.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you very much. All right, we're getting the field finally staged after the 17 car was pulled off of the track. Braden Brookshire is going to be starting on pole position as the 1 to go sign is out. You've got Matt Jenner of the 6M on his outside. Those are two bad, fast drivers. This should be an exciting... Oh, what's Jenner doing?
I believe the position was for 7X.
Okay, I see. So the two Fox cars are going to be bringing this race to the green flag.
So the B10 Braden Brookshire at Vancouver, Washington. 7X Asher Fox out of Rainier.
And row number 2, Thunder. Who's in row number 2?
15 Clyde White, 6M of Matt Jenner. Matt Jenner, I believe, at Battleground.
Vancouver.
Battleground, Vancouver, Washington area. They're 2 miles apart. Green flag is in the air. Braden Brookshire jumps to the early lead, taking the whole shot.
Oh, troubles for Asher Fox. He has to check up out of turn 2, and he gets left in the dust by the rest of the pack. You've got Braden Brookshire holding on to the early lead in this race. Now it's a battle between 6M and the 15 machine for second place.
7X might have a problem overdriving. Hooking up. Can't quite get the car to turn right.
Jenner looks to the inside into turn 1, not able to get there. Brookshire doing a nice job expanding his lead in this heat race. And Jenner is trying to find the best way around the 15 car. So far, so good for you drivers. And credit where it's due, Asher Fox is sticking with it despite the fact that it looks like he is struggling a little bit out there. Nevertheless, Braden Brookshire clearly in charge of this first heat race for your IMCA Modifieds. And now the field is really spaced out. No clear battles happening on the track as of yet.
Braden Brookshire at East Fork Racing Northwest Competition Motorsports Modified. Usually Sean Fox's car. White flag out. Brookshire holding on to the lead.
And Brookshire is going to stay there as the checkered flag flies. Your winner for this first heat race of the IMCA Mods, Braden Brookshire. Piloting the 7B10-ish. White finishes a strong second place. Matt Jenner finished third, and Asher Fox rounded out the field in fourth. So pretty uneventful first heat race for your modifieds. That's typically how it goes. Either it's green flag racing from start to end, or it can be caution central.
Next up on Modifieds, from our Driveline Services Portland Modifieds, we have the 21 of Jake Carpenter, the 7A of Austin Fox, the 6X of Don Jenner, and the 57 of Kenny Miller. One to go, the sign on the track. We are racing next time by.
Jake Carpenter in that K9 Grooming sponsored 21 machine. He's going to be on pole position for this second heat race of the night for your modifieds. And I suspect he's going to have his hands full with Austin Fox right beside him. Green flag is in the air, and we are back underway racing modifieds at River City Speedway, and we were almost 4 wide out of turn 4 there.
3 wide out of turn number 2, 57-21, 6X. 57 comes out on top of 6X, falling through. Jake Carpenter swallowed by the field, goes from pole to the rear. Austin Fox still holding on, leading the charge. A pair of veterans right behind him.
Those veterans are Kenny Miller and Don Jenner, respectively. The two of them have a pretty epic battle brewing up for second place. That is the battle to watch on track right now. Kenny Miller of the 57 going door to door with Don Jenner of the 6X. Jenner is trying to make magic happen on the inside line. Out of turn 4, they go door to door down the front straightaway, and Miller is just not backing down.
Miller and Jenner both have multiple different modified championships and different tracks between the two of them. Both of them know how to wheel these machines. Both drivers from Washington. And still both stuck behind the hot-shot young driver, the 7A Austin Fox from Plattsburgh.
I wouldn't say they're stuck. I think they're just distracted fighting each other, Thunder. Because they are still door to door. You rarely see modifieds door to door for this long in a single race. Especially on a track as short as this one. I don't know if Kenny Miller knows something that Jenner doesn't, but for whatever reason, Jenner just could not get past. And now Kenny Miller is able to open up a little bit. White flag is out one more time around for Austin Fox, who has a commanding lead in this race. The question is, who is going to come home second, as Jenner, despite being behind, refuses to give up? Checkered flag is in the air. Your winner is going to be Austin Fox, and it looks like Kenny Miller is going to bring home second place in the 57. Don Jenner will finish third, and Jake Carpenter will finish fourth. Once again, another clean but exciting race from our Modifieds division here tonight at River City Speedway.
I believe that's another win for the East Fork Racing Northwest Competition crew. Northwest Competition Motorsports, sorry. If you had a race team, would you put motorsports at the end or racing at the end?
Oh, well,
Jack Mitchell Racing or Jack Mitchell Motorsports?
probably motorsports, because I would have a wide range of vehicles.
Fair enough.
It wouldn't just be dirt racers. It could be dirt racers, monster trucks, maybe a rally car side by side, you know.
Those are all still, they all still race.
They do, but it's, when people hear the word racing, especially here in the United States of America land, I feel like they commonly associate it with dirt oval racing, or oval racing in general, especially with the popularity of NASCAR and all that fun stuff.
So yeah, those people.
Yeah, who are they? Never heard of them before. Looks like our four cylinders are going to be the next division to hit this track. Now, four cylinders are technically, mechanically, they are the same car as the Tracers. They just have more experienced drivers behind the wheel.
Well, I'm going to say this is a technicality there, that Tracers are about as open as tuners. You can run a tuner as a Tracer, but you can't run a Tracer as a four-cylinder.
That's right, because the only difference technically between a tuner and a Tracer and a four-cylinder is the age of the driver. Is that right?
Kind of. The Tracers is about the age in the car type, not about how open or closed the rules are. Like Casey Lee went from Tracers straight to tuners because his car wouldn't have been legal in the four-cylinders, but it was legal in Tracers and legal in tuners.
I gotcha. Speaking of the four cylinders, they have been given a signal to come out onto this track. Thunder, our starting lineup is as follows.
The 13 car of Christina Larson, the OX of Bob Berg, the 44 Double T of Dan Coddington, the car of Jim Potter, the 19 of Bill Haynes.
And the River City Speedway tow truck also going to join the pack. No, I'm kidding.
That's the Ruckus towing truck.
As I said after Hot Laps wrapped up, for us to keep our eye on that 13 machine, that is the car that is starting at the front of the pack. Christina Larson did a really nice job behind the wheel of that car. In Hot Laps, it looked like she had a really strong line figured out. She knew exactly how to drive that thing, and she looked like she was going to be very competitive. So this should be interesting.
After just 1 year of racing last year, she's put a lot of seat time in and really shown how well she can go. She was in second place, I believe, the majority of our last race weekend with the four cylinders. Really holding her own.
And I have been told that the sticker of the cat on the side of Larson's car is actually her cat. So there's a nice little fact for you.
Alright, drivers being told to get booted up on the backstretch.
Now obviously we can't count out Bad Bob Berg. He is also a very strong competitor in this division.
And a four-time champion in the division.
Oh yeah, you know, just casually mention that in passing. She's just a very casual four-time champion in the four-cylinders class. One to go sign is out. Christina Larson is going to be bringing the field to the green flag. She's got pole position. As with all the previous heat races, this is going to be 8 laps in total. And Christina Larson hopes to take advantage of that pole position, but she's going to have to fend off the owner of her team, Bad Bob Berg. The two of them go door to door out of turn 4 as the green flag flies, and Bad Bob Berg immediately takes advantage and jumps to an early lead in this heat race.
Side-by-side battle for third right now between Jim Carter and Dan Coddington. Coddington way outside, keeps it off the wall. Jim Carter is going to take that third position. Meanwhile, Christina Larson, holding second, has not fallen too far back from Bob Berg.
I was certain we were about to see a car go into the wall there, Thunder. That was sketchy.
44 Double D has recently replaced, I believe it's front right axle. Breaking in on the first day of our 2-day show. It looks like his left rear is not pointing the right way either. Maybe the lane well, Christina Larson might be tracking down and reeling in Bob Berg. She's right up on his tail, just a car length or 2 back.
She does seem to be making up a lot of ground, now trying to look for that inside line. She's got 4 laps to make a move if she's going to try to make one. It seems to me that Bob's car just has more power going down these straightaways.
Bob's spent a lot of time working on his hands, knowing exactly what to do to get them to go fast. We've seen spend probably close to a decade or more just running a neon. The Bucks green neon. Previously he was in a Celica, I believe, yellow one.
Say Bob and Christina are about to lap the rest of the field, although they might not get there in time. White flag is out for Bad Bob Berg of the OX.
Ox car.
The Ox car.
But the checkered flag is out. Your race winner is going to be the OX out. Bad Bob Berg. Followed by Christina Larson. Jim Potter and Bill Hayes running the
So a largely uneventful first race of the night for our 4 cylinders. Now this division can sometimes get pretty chaotic. We'll see how it might unfold for these guys and gals.
Say uneventful, but we had cars that were all over the place.
That is true. We did almost see a car go into the wall. That did happen.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. In theory, anyway. We might have more 4 cylinders coming out, but I'm not sure. Look who was right. Look who was right, ladies and gentlemen. The foreigner.
I was too busy worrying about all the street stocks.
Yes. I know. We are very excited for the street stocks, but we still have more 4 cylinders to go through. Thunder, what is our starting order?
We have the number 18, J of Jacob Hilsinger, the 15 of Kirsten Oswald, the 00 of Sean Kane, and the 8X of Chelsea Jackson.
Lights are out. They're going to go green this time by with Jacob Hilsinger on pole position. He's going to be bringing this field to the green flag. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing 4 cylinders once again at River City Speedway. Jacob Hilsinger doing a nice job getting up to that number 1 spot early on this heat race. And I suspect he's probably going to stay there given how strong he's already running right out of the gate. So now battle develops for second place between the 15 car and the 00.
15 is not, he's been here every week for at least 2 years or so.
And right now she's got her hands full with the 00, hot on her heels.
There's another one that drives. I'll let you put a couple gadgets in the car. I believe she's got lights in there. We'll see her in the main event.
Yeah, when the sun goes down, we will find out about that for certain.
That's Jackson, the 8X, about to be put down by our leader, the 18J Jacob Hessinger.
And Hossinger's able to get by without any difficulties. Still the battle to watch is for second place. Those two cars also about to encroach upon that traffic. And both of them are able to get by without difficulties as well. Seems to me like that 00 car. Driver seems to be pretty optimistic, but it just doesn't have the power to get past.
See, I'm trying to figure out what type of car it is here. Of course, there's one of the divisions that you can see so many different cars. White flag is out as the Cobalt takes the white flag, followed by, I believe that's an Escort, but I could be wrong.
I think the 00 could be a Volvo.
There's no Volvos. And Dodge Neon and checkered flag is out. Jacob Wilson going to take the race now.
Oh! That is going to prevent him from having a shot at second place. Houston Knockwing is going to get it.
Going to be followed by a shot. Jesse Jackson will finish with that.
And that turn tire is now rolling across the infield. Look at it go.
See how far it gets?
Yeah, let's see how far it gets before somebody stops it. Do they even know?
Oh, they know. They can see it. They're looking at it. CG's staring it down.
It's still going. It's still going. I feel like it's about to come to a stop here any second now.
CG's going to go over there and put it in its place.
I tell you what, it has made it rough. And Scott just black flagged the turn tire. Nice job, Scott. That was great.
Black flag made it stop. That was great.
First black flag of the night, folks, goes out to the turn 3 turn tire.
Shows the power of the black flag. Technically, other cars have been sent off the track. I don't think they could black flag itself. That was great.
That was great. No, that's close enough.
Scott's a great guy. Love Scott. Next up, we have our family friendly band, Cornerstone Cafe. The green stocks on track. 29 and the car is Mike Landis, the 23X. Andrew Olson, the 22T. TJ Landis. Yo, 4, Joey Tarnio. The number 32 car is Talon Roderick. The 23 car, Chad Kuipers, in the 11-0, Gage 11-0.
Once again, folks, we have a grand total of 18 cars taking part in this division here tonight for our $600 main event payout. And so this first heat race, we're going to be having at least 2 heat races, maybe even 3.
It's going to be 7, 6, and 6.
So 3 heat races for your pure stocks. And this is going to be the first one of the night. They have been given the signal to line them up. And it looks like that 29M machine is going to be taking pole position. That is Mike Landis with Andrew Olson on his outside. Scott's giving us the thumbs up, which means he's ready to go. Looks like our drivers are ready to go.
Double check the lineup. Lineup is good. One to go. Sign on the track. We are racing next time by. In the words of Bobby V, lights out. Green next time.
I'm going to make a reckless prediction. I think Kyle Landis is going to have his hands full when that green flag drops, because there are a lot of great drivers itching to turn it up. Right behind him, green flag is out, and we are racing pure stocks at River City Speedway.
Mike Landis has spent some years here at River City Speedway, both in force movers, teamers, and the pure stock and street stock division. And is no stranger to River City Speedway.
But Andrew Olson doing a nice job getting around with 3 wide at the back of the pack. And Andrew's going to move up to that top spot early on in this heat race. We're still 3 wide at the back.
Rogers.
Everybody able to keep it off of each other. I'm amazed that we didn't get into trouble there. Andrew Olson still your leader.
Joey Tardio holds third place right now on a hard charge.
Hey Thunder, your brother is watching on Twitch and he says, what a field. You are right, Cutlass. It is an incredible lineup here for a pure stock. Oh, trouble for the 29M out of turn 2. I'm sorry to interrupt myself on that one. Tons of understeer. Now door to door go the 04 and 29M. 04
comes out on top, going on to 7 now. He's going to see if he can track down Andrew Wilson, who just had some clean air in front of him. He's got one more lap to go. So white flag flies out of turn number 4. 23 gets sideways, keeps it going on the back direction. Battle right now. We have battle for second and the battle for fourth, both heating up.
Look at the 29M digging. He's going to try. Oh, there's trouble in turn 4. Kuipers went around. Somehow everybody avoids disaster, and Andrew Olson is going to win it.
Last flag after the white ends the race.
And Andrew actually just went around in turn 2 to celebrate his victory.
I don't know if that was celebration or just watching his race.
No, it was definitely celebration.
Barely holding off Chardio, Mike Landis, TJ Landis, and the rest.
And there were multiple moments in that race when it looked like things were about to get really messy. However, all of our drivers did a great job staying off of each other. I'm amazed we were able to avoid a caution, especially with Kuipers doing a full 360-degree spin out of turn 2 on the last lap and then going around again in turn 4. Nevertheless, Andrew Olson walks away with an impressive win, and we're getting ready to bring out the next field of pure stocks out onto this track. And here they come now. Ladies and gentlemen, your starting order. Out of Milwaukee, Oregon, piloting the 16W, that is Dustin Wilkinson. Piloting that 07 Alpha Towing sponsored machine, out of Cresswell, Oregon, that is Greg Osborne. The 33F out of Independence, Oregon is being driven by Jay Fletcher. And that extremely colorful 44P is being driven by Sam Potter. He hails from Monmouth, Oregon. And driving the 117 out of St. Helens, Oregon, that is Mason Keeley. And last but certainly not least, in the 98, that is Todd Stump out of Longview, Washington. We are underway.
Wilkinson holding on to the lead. I believe he's in the lead of the Iron Giants Point Series. Osborne right on his tail. Sam Potter and
Yes, Cutlass. Yes, Cutlass. Osborne is in fact here. Eat your heart out. Oh my goodness. The 33F and 44P doing a nice job out there. Door to door go those two. Battle for third place. And the 33F is going to get the best of it. Almost losing it out of turn 4. 16M still your leader, 07 in second place. 33F in third. As we are 4 laps down at the flag stand, 4 more to go.
Halfway through, Dustin Wilkinson, your leader, through it all so far. Able to hold off and keep off Osborne, Fletcher, Potter, and Keeley, as well as Stuff, who's running in 6th right now.
Field is spreading out quite nicely at this point. No real battles emerging as of yet. Although I say that, Greg Osborne looking to mount a charge on the 16M, though it seems like he doesn't have quite the same kind of line going through these corners as the 16M, who's able to cut it nice and tight. White flag is in the air one more time around.
Dustin Wilkinson holding on to lead. He's got lap traffic in his sight. Will that play a factor in his last set of turns? Keeley's got problems perhaps. Checker flag is in the air. Your winner, the 16W, Dustin Wilkinson. Followed by Wilson Osborne, 33 Fletcher, 44 Potter, 17 Keeley, and he had Stump.
Wilkinson did a great job at that race. He led the entire time, did not give up anything to anybody, and Osborne finishing a very strong second. Excited to see how the two of them do during tonight's main event. And we've got one more heat race left. Your final heat race of the night and the final heat race for your pure stocks.
Street stocks.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
I've been saying pure stocks this whole time.
Street stocks.
Oh my gosh. My gosh. You'd think after 2 years of doing this, I would get it right by now. Anyways, here they come now, folks. Leading the track out onto the pack, that is Wiley Sutton of the 44S.
The number 9, Brad Corpella.
The number 7, that is, I believe that's Austin Fox. Sean Fox.
The 21 of Eddie Farnes.
Don Thompson out of Astoria, Oregon, brings out the 90X. 90T, I'm sorry.
And the 8X of Alex Ozark.
Is Wiley Sutton not piloting the 44S? I thought he was. I've been told that it might be David Sutton behind the wheel of that car. We're looking for a confirmation. According to my race pass, it is David Sutton piloting the 44S. I do apologize for that,
Willie
folks.
Sutton was a different 44, not 44S. And I haven't seen him out here for a year.
Anyways, they're going to go green this time by David Sutton, as it turns out, is on pole position. He's going to have his hands full with Brad Corpella right on his outside. Green flag is in the air, and we are back underway racing street stocks with 3 wide down the front straightaway. Look at Brad Corpella shoving it in there on the outside line. Sutton gets shoved out of the way as Fox and Corpella do battle out of turn 4. To the flag stand, it's going to be Brad Corpella moving up to that number 1 spot.
Side by side, Sutton and Sean Fox go.
Sutton and Fox almost got caught up in each other. Both of them were able to avoid disaster. Fox is trying to catch up to Corpella. And remember, Fox, this is the first time Fox has driven that car, and he's doing an amazing job out there. Well, I'm sorry, that's Sean.
Sean Fox has been on a hot streak in the Cornerstone Cafe and 50 Fun RV Street Stocks this season. After in that brand new IMCA stock car. Changed the carb, added some weight, made it legal as a street stock. 21 of Eddie Farnes goes around in turn number 4. He's going to come to a stop, and that will bring out the yellow.
Indeed, Farnes actually went up into the wall there. Didn't hit it too hard, so hopefully that car is okay.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't hit it at all. Might have just kept it up there to make sure he was out of harm's way.
And I'll tell you what, Brad Corpella is still a very dominant force here at this track.
Anyone likely unhappy. And it is 1 caution in the heat race, and you're done for the race. 2 in the main event, and you're done for the night.
I'm pretty sure we do that for show flow purposes?
Partially.
Partially? All right, we'll take it.
Halfway down now, 4 laps down, 4 to go. Get him girded up for a California-style Rainier Sound Authority restart. 1 to go, the sound on the track. Your lineup, the number 9, Brad Corpella. The 7, Sean Fox. The 44S, David Sutton. The 90T, Don Thompson. The 8S, Alex Bozarth. We are racing out of turn number 4.
But why are you talking like an auctioneer?
Get it done quickly, so to make sure everything gets said before they come to the green flag, and we are back underway. Brad Corpella still out of turns number 1 and 2. Sean Fox not far behind. He's got David Sutton on his outside, keeping him pinched down low.
Man, Fox and Sutton doing an excellent job out there. A very exciting race brewing up between those two. They are still door to door, and neither of them is refusing to give up. Both of them looking to charge down Corpella. We're about to be 3 wide here in a second. As Fox gets caught up into Sutton a little bit, both cars able to recover nicely, but they are still not door to door anymore. Fox officially moves up to that 2nd place spot. Sutton moves down to 3rd.
White flag out one more time around the track. Brad Corpella in the lead. He's got a challenge on the inside by Sean Fox. Fox pulls right behind him to the bumper. He's going to shoot down low. See if he can make something stick. Checkered flag is out, and your winner is going to be the number 9, Brad Corpella. Followed by Sean Fox, David Sutton, Alex Bozarth, Don Thompson. Oh, I'm excited for street stocks tonight.
Oh my goodness, the main event is going to be something else. And what an effort from Fox on the last lap there, doing all he can to try and make it to the flag stand before Corpella. That was a pretty good finish from those two. And all of the street stock drivers appear to be as competitive as can be for tonight's $600 payout main event. And I believe that's going to be it for our heat races, Thunder. It is now time for trophy dashes.
Trophy dashes.
Trophy dashes.
4 cars, 4 laps, 1 trophy on the line.
And a ton of bragging rights to boot. Our running order is going to remain the same. So theoretically, our sportsmen will be out first for Trophy Dash as we wait for Don Thompson to get his car off the track. I'm wondering if it stalled right there. Nah, he got it going.
So we got a driver switch.
As we wait patiently for our sportsmen to make their way out onto this track for their Trophy Dash race. been told that we are waiting on a driver's.
Is he the one you're talking about that you'll give criticism if you can?
Not the guy I was talking about, but yeah.
I'll take it.
I know it's a pleasure for me. What?
Hey.
What up?
What up? This guy's on.
That's where they'll. It's hard to find them. Yeah.
And they have finally been given the signal. They are coming out onto the track right now. Your starting order for this first trophy dash of the night. That is Al Wood behind the wheel of the 90, piloting the 7 machine. That is one of the Foxes. I'm getting them two mixed up. I'm being told it's Austin. Thank you, Thunder. I appreciate you so very much. I would be lost without you. Piloting the 7A, it is Asher Fox, and the 07D out of Deer Island, Oregon, that is Dan Smith. 4 cars, 4 laps. Al Wood is on pole position. Winner takes home a trophy and a ton of bragging rights. Al Wood is going to bring this field of 4 cars to the green flag. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing sportsmen at River City Speedway, Trophy Dash Edition. And immediately it is Fox trying to take advantage of that outside line. He is able to successfully do so and move up to that top spot as the 07D gets caught up in the wall out of turn 2. He was able to save it, thankfully. Good job on his part. Looks like no significant damage to that 07D, just a small bump, and was able to recover nicely. Now door to door go Al Wood and Dan Smith at the back of the pack. Smith able to get by, moving up to that 3rd position. Oh, Fox almost loses it out of turn 4. What a recovery.
Asher keeps it all together as his brother Austin holds on to the lead as we are just about to come to the white flag.
Oh, trouble in turn 3. Spoke way too soon, Thunder. We got 3 cars around. Dan Smith gets an extremely lucky break. He's going to move up to 1st place.
There we go, the last completed lap. Might not. That should put 7, straight 7 on the back.
In theory, anyway.
7A, 07D, and 90 should follow.
Man, that is a tough break for Fox. He was in prime position to win that thing. River City Speedway track officials on the scene with the number 90. Going to check out that car and make sure it is okay.
I think it just needs to push start. And it just needed to push start.
How about that?
Cars still going, we still race. We're both still racing. We're currently under caution.
We are halfway through this trophy dash. And it looks like Dan Smith is indeed going to be moving up to that number 1 spot, I think, Thunder?
Yeah, it should be a 7A up front, 07D, 97. Waiting on our official ruling for that. That's just how I understand the rules.
Scott Auerflager looking for confirmation on Thunder's guess. Thunder, we're going to see if you were right. Once again, that is Asher Fox in the 7A up front. Dan Smith, the 02D. Al Wood piloting the 90. And Fox the other.
Austin.
Austin, thank you.
When you spent 7 years working with Foxes, you kind of pick up.
Hey, this is the first time in over a year that I've seen the Foxes on the racetrack, so I'm still getting myself reacquainted.
Yeah, there wasn't nearly as many last time you were here.
That is true. Oh my goodness, they have expanded their team dramatically in the last year and a half. Anyways, we're going to go green this time by with Dan Smith on pole position. Thunder, you were incorrect, my friend. And the green flag is out. We are back underway. 2 laps to go for the Sportsman's Trophy Dash. Dan Smith hoping to take advantage of the lucky break he got before the caution flew and win this whole shooting match.
White flag out one more time around the track. 07D Dan Smith holding on to the lead.
So far, so good. So long as he doesn't make any mistakes, Dan Smith should theoretically win this one. But Asher's not willing to give up yet. There is the checkered flag, and it will be Dan Smith of the 07D winning this Trophy Dash. Sometimes, Thunder, in motorsport, you don't got to be good. You just have to be lucky. I think Dan Smith was just lucky on that one.
Dan Smith is still good.
That's true. He is. He is very good. He did a great job fending off the Foxes there.
Yeah, and I believe I heard that used to be Dan Smith's car back in a couple days ago.
Back in a couple days ago.
You said back in the day, except the day implies that is decades ago or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It was before my time, but not too long, I believe. My time meaning the 2020 start date.
Coming up next for their Trophy Dash, oh boy, it's going to be the tuners. Let's see if they fix that 17 car. For those of you who were just joining us live, the 17 car got into a bit of a dramatic moment with the 125 in what was one of the wildest finishes I've ever seen in my short career as a dirt racing announcer.
We have a little bit till we get there. Tuners are up first.
Oh, I'm talking about tracers. Oh, my mistake. Yeah, tracers are still a couple of classes away. These are your tuners. My mistake. Thunder, who do we got in this race?
In this race, we have the number 24 car of Jason Scheibel. We have the number 12, Dan McDonald. The 18, Jacob Hilsinger. And the 22 of Steve Entler. 1 to go, the sun on the track. We are racing mixed time by 4 cars, 4 laps, 1 trophy, and a lot of bragging rights.
Hey, that's my line.
Actually, I was using that before.
Fair enough.
I just stopped using it.
These are the top 4 finishers from your tuners heat race. Going to be interesting to see how they fare against each other and nobody else here in this Trophy Dash. Green flag is out, and we are underway racing tuners at River City Speedway. And they are all stacked on top of each other, heading into turn 3 and 4 with Scheibel up front. McDonald looks to the outside, Hilsinger to the inside. Nearly 3 wide into turn 1. Scheibel able to hold on to it at a turn 2, but he goes door to door with McDonald.
18 barking at the back bumper of the 24, wanting that first position as Dan McDonald has the outside. 18 wants to take it underneath.
Now we're 3 wide. Now we're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Look at, oh, contact! Hilsinger gets into Scheibel. Both cars recover. The white flag is out as McDonald moves up to the number 1 spot. What a story, Thunder.
McDonald was holding on to the outside the entire time. Took a little bit of contact, but he is now holding on to the lead as the checkered flag flies. And your winner is going to be number 12, Dan McDonald.
That was an exciting race. I really enjoyed that one. All 4 of those cars were right on top of each other the entire time. And honestly, that one was anybody's race, really. It was so close between the 4 of them.
Yeah, just took one mistake, and that mistake was the 18 and 24 making contact. that let 12 have as much room as he needed to get to the first position.
Coming up next, going to be our Pure Stocks. Hitting the track for their trophy dash here tonight at River City Speedway.
They put it in the trash can. It wouldn't fit in the container.
And your lineup for this race is going to be Alexander Bozarth out of Reno, Oregon, piloting that Cornerstone Cafe sponsored 8S machine. The 33 car, that is Dylan Knutson out of Warrenton, Oregon. I think that's how that is pronounced. My apologies if I'm incorrect. Herb Thompson brings out the 56, and that Bad Fast 14 out of Scappoose, Oregon, that is Jacob Kelly. Lights are out. They're going to go green this time by with Bozart on pole position. Green flag is out, and we are racing Pure Stocks. Trophy dash at River City Speedway. Knutson moves up to that top spot. Early lead in this race. 14 machine. Going to try and mount a hard charge. He's only got 4 laps to get by if he's going to do it. That is the battle to watch up front between the 33 and 14.
14 looking on the inside of the 33, trying to get past.
They are door to door out of turn 4, and the 14 is going to get by out of turn 4. That is the advantage of that inside line, especially when you've got a fast car and a skilled driver behind the wheel.
Flag out. Jacob Kelly holding on to the lead.
And unless he makes a mistake, he is going to walk away with this trophy dash victory as he rounds turn number 4. The checkered flag is in the air, and it will be so. Jacob Kelly will bring home the win in that 14 machine. The local boy out of Scappoose going to take home this trophy dash victory.
And a quick reminder, please stay back away from the fence while racing is underway. Please stay back away from the fence.
Nick Floyd on Facebook says, cool to watch this live as I listen to it in my backyard too. That is awesome, Nick. Glad to hear that you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, please stay back from the fence. Make sure to keep all smoking and vaping out of the grandstands area, whether that's behind the grandstands or in the designated smoking area behind turn 4.
Now it's time to bring our tracers out here. At the moment of truth, did they repair the 17? Oh, that's a modified. I guess we're skipping tracers, folks. It's time for our modified trophy dash. Leading the pack out onto the track, I believe that is Austin. Austin Fox piloting the 7A. Kenny Miller is going to be on his outside behind the wheel of that 57. Then, of course, you have both of the Twisted Design sponsored cars. That is the 6M and 6X of Don Jenner and Matt Jenner, respectively. Both of them out of Vancouver, Washington. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing modifieds at River City Speedway. Almost 3 wide out of turn 4. Kenny Miller trying to hang on to that top spot, fending off Fox, and he does get by. Now Fox has to deal with not 1 but 2 Jenners simultaneously. But also the Jenners have to deal with each other. Father and son duo, the two of them very good racers, also very competitive, especially when it comes to racing each other. But Kenny Miller is the guy to beat as we hit the halfway point at the flag stand in this trophy dash.
Kenny Miller is led from the start, basically, and is holding off Austin Fox's challenge right behind him. Out of turn number 4, the white flag is in the air. 1 more lap to hold off Austin Fox. Will Kenny Miller be able to keep him back? We will see halfway down the last lap.
Austin is making a hard charge, but he just isn't going to get there in time. Your winner for the modified trophy dash, pilot of the 57, it is Kenny Miller. Once again, a uneventful race. Oh, look out, Jenner going to the infield. I almost spoke too soon there. I was going to say another uneventful race for our modifieds.
You say uneventful. I don't think that word means what you think it means.
No, I mean like there wasn't any cautions. There wasn't any stuff breaking.
That's not uneventful. That's just flag to flag.
That's a good point.
I call nearly 3 wide a pretty eventful.
That's fair. That is fair.
You could call it cautionless.
Sure, call it a cautionless race.
I keep using that word. I don't even think that word means what you think it means. All right, next up we have our 4 cylinders up for a trophy dash. Your cars. The number 15, Kirsten Nothwang. The O car of, sorry, that's the OX.
Yeah, we're still getting used.
Sure.
So sorry, they're still getting used to the number change on that thing.
That's just gonna be the O car.
Did they pull the X off of it?
It looks like.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's not Jim's driver suit. H&J Jacob Hilsinger, 13 of Christina Larson. Sorry, Kirsten is in front. Christina rounds out the field. Green flag in the air, and we are underway. Ocar jumps out to lead, with Hilsinger following right through. Christina Larson looks to get past Kirsten as well.
So I like how we don't. Do we know who's driving the O car, Thunder?
Not 100% sure, no.
Okay, I'm gonna assume it's Bad Bob Berg based off of the way it's being driven, but I'm probably wrong.
The way it's driven and the driver's seat is not the same driver's seat that Jim Potter was in. So.
Okay, I'm gonna assume it's Bob then.
And they are co-drivers, so I don't know on that.
Did
White
Jake
flag in hand, white flag in the air one more time around the track. Will it be the Berg car or Hilsinger?
Hilsinger is doing a nice job in the 18J. And he looks to the inside on the final turn, door to door go those 2 cars to the checkered flag. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Bad Bob Berg in a very close finish in the O car.
Drag race door to door down the front stretch for the win.
Again, we think that's Bad Bob Berg, and again, another photo finish for our 4-cylinder derivative divisions. What is with these guys having photo finishes tonight?
Well, we have photo finishes the time that Tom Egan is not here to take the photos.
Yeah, I know, right? It's so irritating. The one time he is not here, we have endless photo finishes.
To be fair, he's at an event where there's 5 different dwarf car clubs.
I see.
And the PHRA, or the PMSA sprints. I kind of get it. It's okay.
He's probably having a lot of fun. Anyways, it is now time for our Street Stocks final class to hit this track for the Trophy Dash. Leading the pack out onto the track out of Forest Grove, Oregon, piloting that, piloting that 23 machine. Sponsored by Courage Graphics, that is Andrew Olson. 44S of David Sutton, the 16W Dustin Wilkinson, and the 29M of Kylie Landis.
Mike Landis.
Mike Landis, I'm sorry. I don't know where I read Kylie from.
Green flag is in the air and we are underway. Sutton falls to the back immediately. Might have been on purpose to stay out of the way. That's what I do. Olsen has a heat race under his belt. So does Wilkinson. They are battling for the lead of this Trophy Dash.
I tell you what, whoever wins this one between those two is going to have massive bragging rights. As Thunder said, each of those drivers have already won their respective heat races here tonight, but only one of them can win this Trophy Dash, and right now you'd have to imagine that Andrew Olson is the favorite to do so.
Race is just about one to go. There we are, last lap. As the white flag flies, Andrew Olson on the outside, Dustin Wilkinson on the inside.
Oh, it's going to be close, Thunder. It's going to be close. You better call it.
Door to door coming out of turn number 4. It's going to be a drag race.
Here they
the checker
come.
flag flies, and it's Andrew Olson in the 23X for the Trophy Dash win on your Cornerstone Cafe and Family Fun RV Street Stock Trophy Dash.
And again, it's another photo finish. Can you believe these photo finishes tonight, Thunder?
I think this one had a definitive winner. However, it's still fantastic drag racing down the front stretch. People say that drag racing isn't that exciting, but it feels like this. I'd watch it every day.
No, drag racing is absolutely exciting. Anybody who says otherwise they're watching the wrong things.
Well, and it's exciting for like 6 seconds, and then you got to wait 5 minutes, and then it's exciting for 6 seconds, and then you got to wait 15 minutes.
Oh, yes, all right. Okay.
All right, we're going to start our Trophy Dash interviews. Starting off with the winner of your East Fork Racing Sportsman Trophy Dash, the birthday boy, the 07D of Dan Smith. All right. Got almost a lucky break with the Foxes getting tangled up. You got through, ended up taking up the win. How does it feel to get this win on your birthday?
It feels good. It's been a long time. I need to thank my wife, first of all, for putting up with me with this sport. Also, I want to thank my son, Cody, Casey, April, Laura, Jim Myers, everybody that helps with this car. I also got to thank my sponsors, DNS Light Truck, Eric's Transmission Service, Finish Line Graphics, C&S Poorhouse, Eaton's Tire, Alliance Automotive, Citizen Storage, Colzer Construction, April Spotless Cleaning. I think DNS Light Truck. I don't know if I said that. But thank you, guys. Couldn't do it without you.
All right, and I got to ask, it's 45, right?
Yeah, I wish. I just turned 57, so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday and congratulations, the 07D Dan Smith.
And moving on to what was, in my opinion, the most exciting of the 5 Trophy Dashes. Yes, it is the winner of the Tuners Trophy Dash, ladies and gentlemen, driver of the 12. It is Dan McDonald. I almost said Thompson. I'm sorry. It is, ladies and gentlemen, Dan McDonald. Give it up for the driver of the 12 as we have the water truck go by. Hey, man, that was an awesome race. It was, hey, look, the trophy showed up. How about them apples? That was an awesome race between you and the other 3 drivers out there. All 4 of you were right on top of each other the entire time. It really was anybody's race right up until the last turn, and yet you were the one who came out on top, utilizing the outside line as well, which is pretty rare to see. How did you do it?
A lot of luck. I wasn't even supposed to be out there. Casey is supposed to be out there, so that's all with the scoring going on there. I don't pay any attention. I jumped out of the stands, jumped in the car, and realized I'm on the outside and had a chance. So just held on, and Casey didn't.
Okay, so if Casey Lee was supposed to be out there, how do you feel about your ambassador winning the race for you? I'm putting you on the spot, brother. Say something.
Great.
All right, excellent. Now, back to Dan. Are there any sponsors you'd like to thank for this victory?
Dick Gaboria, as usual, for helping me set up this car, as always, and myself, and anybody that wants to sponsor.
You did a great job out there. Looking forward to seeing you out there in the main event.
I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and have a good day tomorrow.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one more time for Dan McDonald.
Next up, I have the winner of your 4-cylinder trophy dash, the O car of Bad Bob Berg. All right. Gonna be honest, you're playing a little switcheroony on me. The O, the OX, the Jim, the Bob. Who's driving for the main event?
Well, we might have to do some switching because the other car's not running right. So we're going to see. We're doing some work on it down there, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, I'll check on the driving suit. Do you have any sponsors you want to thank?
I want to thank Green Lion, Johnny's Bar and Grill, Dr. Otto, especially the fans.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Oak car, Bad Bob Berg.
And ladies and gentlemen, the winner for the Pure Stocks Trophy Dash, local boy from just down the road in Scappoose, Oregon. Give it up for Jacob Kelly, excuse me, I'm sorry, sir. Hey, all of the Trophy Dash races were pretty close except for one, and that was the one that you won. You dominated that race from start to end. It's got to feel good to walk away with such a commanding victory.
Well, I couldn't have done any of this without Perfection Automotive, her alliance, and my parents. Dad let me use the shop, my brother, my cousin, Mason, and Mike Keeley. And the person I want to thank the most for putting up with all this is my wife. She's been there, so we got the car dialed in finally. It's been a long start of the season trying to get this car dialed in, but we got it, I think. So.
I'm going to do a trade for you. There's a trophy. So now, you looked very strong in both your heat races and trophy dashes. Are you feeling confident heading into tonight's main event?
Yeah, I think we can. Yeah, let's do it. I can do it.
Looking forward to seeing what you can do out there. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one more time for Jacob Kelly. Is that right? Jacob Kelly, I got it right.
All right, next up, I'm down with the winner of your Driveline Services of Portland Modified Trophy Dash winner, the 57 of Kenny Miller. All right. Modified's been tough competition so far. You're out there with the Jenners, the Foxes, and Brookshire. How are you able to keep ahead of them this time?
Lots of hard work. Lots of hard work.
All right. I got to know, with the main event, you're going to have to deal with the same thing. I assume you're not starting on the front row. What's your strategy?
Survive, really. That's the biggest part. The track is pretty awesome. It hasn't been this nice in a long time. They worked their butt off getting it really nice, really racy. It's really nice. Thanks to fans for coming out, bearing the heat, cold. But yeah, we just got to keep plugging along. It's non-stop work, Monday through Friday. It's just like a second job.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Driveline Services of Portland Modified Trophy Dash, the number 57 of Kenny Miller.
And last but certainly not least, now, as an announcer, I'm not supposed to have allegiances towards drivers, but this man is from my hometown of Forest Grove, Oregon. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am thrilled to introduce to you the winner of the Street Stocks Trophy Dash. It is Andrew Olson. in this fabulous Courage Graphics sponsored 23 machine. Congratulations on this victory, man. Looked like you had a lot of fun out there. Tell us about it.
Yeah, Dustin, I think might have been faster, but we got a good run off for. That was a really fun race. Me and Dustin Wilkinson always have crazy, clean, or fun races. Hopefully in the main tonight, we'll get to redo that again. I missed the invert. I started like 10th. So it's going to be a lot of patience tonight trying to get through the field and keep the cars clean and the tires under you. Thanks to all the fans for coming out. Courage Graphics, Reliable Transmission, Swan Island Sheet Metal, Busy Bee Cleaning, Midas at Hillsboro, Jet Racing, Scotty's Auto Bodies, Cedarscapes, Woolly Performance, Shram Bros, Excavating, and everyone for coming out.
Now, before I let you go, because you brought it up already, I want to talk to you about tonight's Street Stock main event. $600 payout, 19 cars expected to race. You are going to be in one of those cars. When facing off against a field that large on a track that is this size, what is the mentality heading into a race that big with such an enormous grand prize on the line?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of patience. I mean, probably not, but we should have patience. Going to be some pour-up cars tonight, probably, but I think a lot of us are just trying to get a lot of good setup laps in for next week. We have a bigger race next week, Iron Giants. I'm hoping we all run a good, clean race tonight. Should be a good show to put on for you guys, and hope we all get there.
Ladies and gentlemen, look forward to seeing him out there for the Street Stocks main event. Give it up one more time, please, for Andrew Olson.
All right, we're going to get this track cleared out so we can get our track work done and our intermission rolling out as short as possible. We want to get back to racing as well. So please grab something to eat, grab something to drink if there's anything left. Use the restroom, check your phones. Follow us on social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Look up River City Speedway. It should be the first to pop up. If supplies are left, this is dollar beer, dollar hot dog night. I cannot guarantee there are supplies left. I have not been checking in with concessions, but double check and drink responsibly. But make sure to grab something to eat, grab something to drink. We'll be back to racing as soon as possible.